it's Nikki from Tailor-Made Muscle Cars. Behind me we have our amazing friend Joe's 71 Roadrunner. He's going to tell you all about it. And here he is.
Hi, this is my 71 Roadrunner. It's kind of a survivor car. I bought it from the original owner a couple of months ago. Came out of Texas. Sat in a warehouse since 1980, so it hadn't run in quite a few years. 383, 727 power steering, power brake, AC car. All original, has about 73,000 miles showing on the odometer. I brought it back here to Florida, did all of the mechanical systems on it so I could get it to be a reliable driver. And now we need to do an exhaust system. It's got the original exhaust system on it, which is semi-rotted. So we're going to put on an accurate exhaust system. But in violet, purple, black interior, perfect interior. The interior really is pretty clean on this car. The headliner, the seats, the door cards, no rust on this car at all. There's some road rash from small dents, and obviously the paint didn't fare well over the years because they put a car cover on it. But aside from that, it's a real nice driving car. At this point, needs a couple of leaks fixed, but nice original survivor numbers matching 383 727 automatic column shift car.
Well, we're excited to do this project, so stay with us, and we're going to have some special guests all the way from Oregon. See ya. Hey guys, so Nikki back here. We have our guest of honor today all the way from Oregon. We have Colby from Accurate Exhaust, and he is here to tell us about his product that we have from our friend Joe's Roadrunner up here. We're going to install today with him, and we are so psyched to do a collaboration with them. So psyched. Yeah. Awesome. So here he is.
We were excited too. When Joe called and said we were going to ship an exhaust system down here to you guys, awesome. We decided that this is something we wanted to do too. So. Cool. But yeah, this is a system for a 71, I believe.
Yes,
it's been a long time since I looked at yours. 71 Roadrunner. Yep. And we kind of got everything laid out. We got his original exhaust system right here. As you can tell, it's pretty similar. He has actually almost all of his original exhausts. Maybe the right muffler is just not original, but it's kind of cool sometimes to see what actually came on the car from the factory. Of course, we got the 3D3 400 head pipes. We send you everything you need with your exhaust, even from the hangers to the, if it's an exhaust tipped car, the tip hangers, the main support hangers, all the clamps, nuts, bolts, gaskets, even the mounting hardware to hang your hardware to the body too. Mm-hmm. So on this particular system, it's a 3D3 car. We went with the Hemi high flow mufflers. The only difference between the stock Hemi mufflers and the Hemi high flows is that the tubes are a little bigger on the inside and they're a little shorter. So it gives you a little bit better flow, a little bit more growl and note to the exhaust tone. I always tell them one kind of mumbles, the Hemi high flows, they rumble. They speak clearly, You really hear the enunciation of that exhaust note. And of course, this is a non-tipped car, so we're doing the turn downs. And like I said, we have everything we need today to install this exhaust system.
And it came packaged beautifully.
Yeah.
They no joke when they package everything. It's perfect and awesome.
Yeah, we try to get it to you in one piece the best we can. And we really encourage people to go ahead and do this, maybe not to the extent of laying everything out, but once you get your exhaust system, I know it comes in a really nice box and it's conveniently packed all in one big box, but pull it out, check everything. Sometimes we get a little damage to the mufflers. Just pull everything apart, check it out, because that way you can give us a call and we can make it right for you if anything gets damaged in shipping too.
Awesome. Yes.
All right.
All right. On to our next step. Stay with us.
So what we're doing right now is we're going ahead and having Sean kind of mark it out. You want to put, he's going ahead and slot in the muffler. What that does is it causes the clamps here. Usually when you clamp down without the slots, it'll go ahead and crimp the two together. But if you ever got to take your exhaust system apart, say maybe you have an H pipe in the car and you're wanting to take it apart so you can drop your H pipe out, drop your transmission out. Well, if you've ever got to do that, or even say you have a backfire that destroys the muffler, it's really hard to get the mufflers apart from the pipes. So what you do is just cut a little slit in there, just like in a crosshair pattern, all 90 degrees from each other. You just go ahead and get yourself like a deburr it with a carbide bit or a little sanding bit, and just go ahead and take those burrs out. Then once you put the clamp on over those slits, it'll close those up a little bit, but won't crimp the two together. So if you ever take it apart, those slits open back up, and then the muffler will just slide off, you know, away from the pipes there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start by putting the head pipes up. So they come with these little clips in there. So we're going to drop the bolt in with the clip. Yeah, get our bolts on. Just get a clip to the side there.
Alrighty. Don't hit your head.
No, I hit my head on everything. It's one of the perils of being bald. You no longer have hair to give you that slight warning. So what I always tell customers here to do, and what customers never seem to do, is just go ahead and just finger tighten them at most when you first put them on.
Yeah.
Because that little teeny bit of play, when you guys did your video, you were really good at this, and I was impressed you said this, because that little bit of play in those bolt holes will equal like 3 to 4 inches in the back of the head pipe, the left right. So you go ahead and let it go now.
All right, let her
It'll
go.
just kind of dangle there.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and get our parts and do our other one here. So when you get these hangers, they're not a right and left, they just are the same for both sides. So sometimes when you install them, you'll have one rubber that goes this way, one rubber that goes this way. So I went ahead and just took it over to Sean's vise real quick, put it in there and spun this rubber around with a pair of pliers. You can always use a little bit of penetrating oil to make it easier sometimes. We didn't, we just kind of muscled it in there. But that way when you hang them, they both go the same direction. So. It's like this one's nice because you have this hanger that'll hang it. Yeah. But on these 71s, so what they changed between 70 and 71. So basically your 66 through 70 cars have these two lower hangers like this. Then 71 on B bodies and E bodies for some reason, they got rid of the right side hanger. It's the same hanger as our part number D755Z.
Yeah, that matches that.
Yeah, and they put it up to the top. Now why they did that, I think it's just because engineers like to change things.
Yeah.
And that's how they keep employed. But you can usually just set these here, let it go, it'll hang itself.
Yeah.
So I usually like to put my mufflers on and I'll just let them hang there. Then we just kind of get this slipped together. And like that, it'll just hang there until we get, until we get the tailpipe and everything on. We'll get this lowered down here. This side though, we will use this little jack because until we get the tailpipe all mounted, it won't hold itself up. So, and one of the big things you really want to do is make sure your mufflers are slid all the way forward. Sometimes a lot of customers call with a fitment issue. Hey, it's hitting the backside frame rail. It's always the same advice. Just go ahead and make sure everything's shoved forward all the way. So what I like to do is kind of go back and kind of start adjusting things as we go here. And usually I'll start with getting the tailpipe kind of straight. Now we can start tightening this up. Band straps that they use for the turn downs, and they didn't use a regular U-bolt, they use these little band straps instead of the U-bolt clamps and stuff. So we'll just pop that up into there. There we go.
Okay, it started.
All right, and we'll just leave it loose like that. We don't want to tighten everything up quite yet. We'll get the other side on. Once you have all your pipes and mufflers kind of where you want them, then you can go ahead and lightly snug your bolts. That way your head pipes will kind of lay where they're supposed to go once they're tight. But you just don't want to do this until you have all the pipes on, because if not, like I said, it can be 2 to 3 inches off in the rear. and then it'll be like 2 to 3 inches off to the left or the right, and won't stay centered where they'll need to go. It's got a little bit of slop in the bolt holes. So, okay, so we just got a light snug on it right there. So yeah, like I said, so now that we've got everything kind of hung, a little snugged up, you just kind of go around. We started from the rear going front, kind of loosening things up. Once you have, like I said, all the pipes hung and kind of roughly in place, it's a good idea to then kind of snug up those manifold bolts just a little bit. We're not going to do our final torquing yet until we've gone by and checked everything. That's always the last thing you want to do is tighten down your head pipe to the manifold connection. But we've got them snug enough now that the pipes aren't all wonky. They're setting right where they need to set. Our tail turn downs are nice and straight up and down. They're not cockeyed. We've got good clearance everywhere. We're done.
Sweet.
She done. She done.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us today, and it was such a pleasure having our friends from Accurate Exhaust, Colby.
Pleasure to come. Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you guys. It was a great collaboration, and stay tuned. You can hear the Roadrunner. It sounds amazing. Another great product and different than our usual H pipe we've done from Accurate, so this one is a treat for us. Alright, see you on the next one, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, and make sure you buy from Accurate Exhaust.
Beep, beep, beep.